Country seat. I like saying that, y'all. Y'all bad with me. I love saying that for some reason. It's the country CEO back in the house again. Man, look. More game. More game. And more game. Look, one of you guys asked a question and talk about tailgates. Different types of tailgates for dump trucks and all of that good stuff. Look, before I get started, shout out to channel members. Love you guys. Shout out to all my subscribers. We're up over 4,100 subscribers at the time of this video. You'll probably see it sometime in August, but I made it in July. But we're at 4,100 subscribers. So, man, look, thank y'all. I appreciate it for supporting this little old country boy from Clinton, Louisiana, right? All right, and so I appreciate that. Look, keep on supporting, keep on sharing, and we want to continue to grow this channel so this information can get out there. And I know some of you may have been wondering, asking, and stuff like that. Book is coming. I'm still working on it, and eventually course is going to come. So bear with me. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it, right? So, look. What about tailgates? Very integral part of a truck, right? All right. There are different types of tailgates that you can look at in this dump truck business, right? Obviously, number one, the first one, is the regular gate. The regular normal gate, nothing special about it. It's hinged on top and, it opens up. When you pop it, tailgate, and opens up and closes pretty regularly. That's probably what 60-70% of the guys got, they're just a regular tailgate. Me personally, let me share with you that both of my gates were high lift gates, which I'm gonna talk about next, were high lift gates, but the cylinder Ox just didn't do a good job with that. That design was bad. And they would hang up, the cylinder would hang up. You have, the gate up on one side and down on the other side. And we just say, you know what? The second truck I just bought, it was already off it, but the first one, the cylinders let's take them off, man, let's just unplug it rather, because these things ain't working right. So your normal gate, nothing wrong with a normal gate. I can say this, wear and tear sometimes will create a gap in them. And so you will have to, sometimes I've done several things. I've had to have work done on them where I've had the gate eventually over time is going to drop down lower on you. So you may have to do some work up top to raise it. Or you may have to, if it drops down, sometimes they'll get a gap in them. Sometimes you have to get some coil roll or some other type of metal and get a welder to weld inside of the gate where the tailgate closes right there to close a gap that you may have. Because if you haul broke up concrete and things like that, eventually they'll bend at the bottom of that gate there. So that's the deal with a regular gate. But the high lift gate, it's a wonderful thing. Logan is doing a much better job with the high lift gate than I think anyone that I've seen right now, right? So I don't have Logan boxes. Both of my boxes are Ox. But my thinking is if I go with a new truck, which, maybe that's what I'm going to do, I'm going with a Logan box because I see the Logan high lift working great. If you can get the high lift, I would suggest any and everybody get the high lift. Because you can do a multiplicity of things. You're not beating your gate up with rip-rap and broke-up concrete. You can haul stumps and things like that. You can do it all. And it's easy to, if you need to get in the back of there at home, you got your ladder, climb in the back of there. I mean, if you got to wet it down for asphalt, it's easy. So high lift gate is really my number one recommendation right now. Okay? All right. Number 3, what do I have for you? Sometimes there's two-way gates, right? Not seeing many of them anymore, but at one time, I bought a new truck. It had a two-way gate on it. And what that is that it had hinges on the side, but then also it had hinges at the top. And so what happened is if I'm on a trash job, tearing down a house, stumps, tree limbs, things of that nature, we could take the tailgate, open it from the side, all right, hinge it, strap it on the side, get loaded, right? All right, close it up, go to the dump, do the same thing, open it up, all right, and then be able to dump that stuff out and slide on out. Everybody knows that stuff will get hung up in a regular normal gate, right? Trash, limbs, tearing down a house, that stuff it'll get stuck on you. Don't know what you're doing in a normal gate. So we would get the two-way gate. Now, I say that about the two-way gate. You're probably not going to run across many of them. You'll see them on a demolition trailer. If a guy's got a demolition trailer, you see them on them. Don't see many of them because basically the high lift gate solves the problem all the way around, okay? Just thought I'd mention that about the two-way gate. All right, so just a few little things as I close this video. First of all, let me ask you a question. If this video has been valuable to you, hit the like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Share this video about tailgates for dump trucks, okay? All right, you will need a welder at some point with tailgates. I can tell you that. You will need a welder because you're going to get a gap. They're going to drop down at some point, right? So keep a welder on speed dial. You will need them to do work on your tailgate, okay? All right, and then the last thing I have for you is that see those guys out there that like to slam the tailgate, you hauling dirt, zoop, boom, zoop, boom. You know, what are they doing? They're speeding up, stopping to make the tailgate, boom, to make material fall out the top of their gate, a bed that may be stuck at the top. But what you're doing, you're causing some serious wear and tear on that tailgate from a slamming standpoint and at the top. All right. And then lastly, I said that was last, but this is lastly, make sure you're greasing that tailgate weekly, bi-weekly. It's got grease points at the top. If you ain't got no grease points at the top, I had a truck like that one time. I would literally take grease in my hand and massage it down in between those crevices of where my gate was. And that did the trick, okay? All right, this is all I have. By tailgates, that's the game. Country CEO, I'm gone.